Horror stories are best appreciated by those who are compassionate and empathetic. A paradox, but a true one. You Like It Darker by Stephen King is the author's newest collection of short stories. The collection includes works that have been previously published in literary magazines and digital libraries, but it also includes some unpublished works. That alone makes this collection well worth it to me. I get asked all the time, where should I start if I want to get into reading Stephen King? Here, an anthology like this is the perfect place. So let's dive in. I'm sorry for you. Your world is a living breath in a universe that is mostly filled with deadlights. Two Talented Bastards. Yes, I am saying that right. Is a question about what sparks talent, how some have it whilst others do not, and the question of fate. As the inevitable end approaches, should the primal spark of creation that could ignite an undeniable light be illuminated? It is something I have seen King write about before. This struggle between the progeny and the one that devotes their entire lives to the same goal, yet never achieves the same success. Some of you may have caught the reference to Deadlights. Yes, it is an It reference. King is nothing if not a master at weaving references to his own stories. Fifth Step has all the classic King vibes to it, whilst being one of the shorter stories of this collection. Willie the Weirdo is of a similar cloth, with hidden creeping weirdness that drops hints of the ominous. It is one of my favorite things that King does. He writes horror that is subtle, leaving clues to the supernatural, the haunting and horrifying along the tale's trail. Before you know it, you are deep in the woods with the ghosts and the vampires, and there is no turning back. Nothing bad is happening at first, but that doesn't help. The sense of impending doom is so strong, it's an actual taste in his mouth, like sucking on a clump of pennies. Danny Coulin's Bad Dream is the longest short story of this collection. Belief is Hard is not only a great thematic summary for this tale, but the perfect premise as well. This tale brought to mind The Outsider, but it was a more concise telling. Themes of mental health, of questioning and accepting the supernatural, of challenging one's understanding of things when new information comes to light is, well, it's very topical, shall we say. This one is a personal favorite of mine from the collection. I stayed up way too late one night reading it because I just needed to know what was gonna happen. I believe it is the unimaginative among us, those incapable of appreciating the dark side of make-believe, who have been responsible for most of the world's woes. On Slide and Road. My only note is never underestimate grandpops. Yeah, that's it. Follow me to ensure you catch part 2 of this review.